Alright guys, how's it going? I just wanted to record you a quick video before I settle down for the night. I'm flying to England tomorrow morning, so I don't think I'll be around much in the morning. But once I get to the airport, if I've got time, I'll touch base with you. Alright, but it's important. So I've just uploaded a video about Paul Joyce surfacing. Well, bad news, Pearce. Bad news, James Pearce also put some stuff out earlier today, and I know some of you have seen it. Because you've been messaging me about it, and I'm going to read to you what he posted on X. All right, so this is James Pearce, by the way. James Pearce is like the Liverpool, journalist for the Athletic, right? But never gets any scoops for the Athletic. It's always David Ornstein when you think about it. He was, back in the day, James was pretty good, really. I put him in the clique of Liverpool journalists now. I think he's very good for in-depth articles, maybe about youngsters or former Liverpool players, interviews and things like that. But in terms of scoops, he's not really someone that many people would be, desperately waiting to hear from. If anything, quite the opposite, because he has the nickname Bad News Pearce. And you can see why, because he said as follows: Liverpool yet to receive an improved bid from Bayern Munich for Luis Díaz, right? Well, I think I don't think there's any surprises there. I think that we expect that bid to come through soon, but nobody's expected it, to have happened already, if you like, because the journalist that the Díaz camp uses, Pepe Sierra, or Ford Sierra, as I like to call him. Well, I don't like to call him that, just remember his name that way. So Ford Sierra, basically, he's been churning out and rattling on the last few days, saying that this bid's coming from Bayern, right? So he's close to the Díaz camp, right? So he's basically Díaz's mouthpiece, right? So Pearce is saying, well, Liverpool yet to receive an improved bid. Well, yeah, but it'll come, right? It will definitely come, guys. Player has trained normally so far this week in Hong Kong. I'm not really interested in that bit. It's this bit that I want to signal to you or highlight to you. I'm sorry, I'm tired. He said as follows: Real Madrid's Rodrygo currently not viewed as a possible replacement if Díaz does go. No talks, right? So people are like, don't, what you, and I'm like, bad news, Pearce, what do you expect, right? But the one thing that I would do about this, the way I would look at this or break it down, is Real Madrid's Rodrygo currently, which means something can change, right? It doesn't say not an option or not under consideration. Real Madrid's Rodrygo currently not viewed as a possible replacement if Díaz does go, and we expect Díaz to go, right? But currently not viewed, so could be tomorrow, all right? No talks. Nobody in credible in Spain, Madrid, the UK, has said that there's been talks between clubs, all right? So no talks. I don't think there has been any talks between clubs, so this doesn't come as like a downer to me. I believe there has been informal talks or indirect talks, unofficial talks, between agents and representatives. Now, if we give James Pearce the benefit of the doubt here, and we say, do you know what, maybe he's had someone whisper something in his ear, right? What that could mean is Real Madrid Rodrygo currently not viewed as a possible replacement if Díaz does go, no talks. That could mean that Liverpool have now got the information regarding what it would cost to make that deal happen, and that's why there's currently not, currently he's not viewed as a possible replacement. In other words, Liverpool could have, if you're giving him the benefit of the doubt that he really has been told something, Liverpool have done the groundwork, and said, no, it's just not doable, right? So there is no need for talks. Do you get me drift? So I'm trying to play it from different angles here, right? With Rodrygo, I've always been of the opinion that Liverpool do have an interest, a serious interest in him, but wouldn't pay, like 100 million euros for him, which Perez will try and get. I don't think he'll get that. I've always thought that if we were going to get Rodrygo, that it would possibly be, or only would be available, if he was available for like 70 million, maybe 75 or something like that, euros, and but it would also be subject to what happens with Díaz and Núñez and also Isak, which is still on the table because Paul Joyce confirmed this evening that Liverpool retain their interest in him. Go and watch that video, all right? So bad news, Pearce. Don't be too concerned what he says, but nothing there anyway. Currently not viewed as a possible replacement, but it might be tomorrow. I don't know. A lot of people are going all in on the Liverpool, have gone all out to sign Rodrygo. I haven't. And if I'm completely honest with you, I think we'd have more chance of signing Isak than Rodrygo. I really do, which would be an extremely difficult deal to do. But I think Liverpool are willing to pay top wedge to make that happen, whereas I don't think they are with Rodrygo. All right, that's what I think. I hope I haven't balls the video up. It's late and I'm a little bit tired. All right, so I'm off to bed now. All right, guys, I'll leave you with that. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed the video or found it a little bit, you know, interesting. Drop me a comment. I love to hear your comments. I really do. Yeah, I do. Regarding this, and if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, I'm going to England tomorrow. I'm going to need a drink when I get there. They're not fucking cheap there, not Spain prices now, you know. There's a love out under the video if you want to support me. It's called a super thanks, and I always give a shout out to people that do that in my morning briefings the next day on my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham. The link is in the video description to that channel. So a couple of important developments there, I think. Maybe not developments, but you know, a couple of the journalists come out. I still like to see what James Pearce has to say, you know, even though I don't look for him and, you know, oh, I need to know what James Pearce has said, because usually at the end of reading whatever he said, it's like, oh, fucking hell, bad news, Pearce. You know what I mean? Lovely lad, though, I think. All right, then. See you later. Let me know what you think. Make sure you go and have a look at that other video about Alexander Isak, Paul Joyce. All right, guys. Listen, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be very busy in the morning. I can't go to the cafe and review the papers. What I'm going to do is, all being well, get myself to the airport and get my laptop out and see what I can do for you at the airport. All right. I'm going to England till very late on Sunday night, but I will be working each day while I'm away, all right, as normal. Friday I've got a wedding, so that's going to be a bit difficult, and I'll probably have a few sherbets. Usually my long-term viewers and followers that have been with me for almost 3 decades will tell you, whenever Dunk goes away, something happens concerning Liverpool Football Club. You watch. Sod's law. Good night, guys.